What's up, everybody? Mike Stewart, Team Maryland, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, Team RELSON GRACIE. I'm here with Grandmaster, RELSON GRACIE. Guys, there's a few spots left for the seminar. He'll be here Friday, November 1st. That's this Friday, 2 days from now, doing a seminar on, like, street self-defense. As you guys know, RELSON grew up in Brazil and lived in Hawaii for a long time. And it's pretty crazy. He's got over like 138, 139 street fights. Talk about this a little bit, RELSON.
Well, like you guys know, Brazil is a little bit different environment, and then eventually I'm a member of the family, and sometimes these fights come for a lot of different reasons, and stupid. Sometimes stupid happy, and things happy, and this fight's very realistic and happy, and people fight for no reason sometimes. And God bless you, I have this self-defense program. That's the most as doing in my schools, associations, to ways to be deal with this beginning start fights, and the ways to defend yourself in the right moment, and for the right aggressive, for the right move he doing, the punch or the try grappling, or depending what he tried to do. It's the moment happen, you need to be ready for. And self-defense, I think, is the most prepare you for that. It's the most make you ready to train these positions. Is this auto-reflex? That's the mean jiu-jitsu, self-defense, auto-reflex. You train this auto-reflex. When he react, you react with precision and effect, and defend yourself. Eventually, the intention is finish with the problem as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Put him down, control. You want to tie his arm. Should you be aggressive, you can punch or kick. I don't recommend, but sometimes that's the solution.
And after training with RELSON, it's crazy. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's always like you're waiting for where he's gonna arrive for the grab, the punch,
Well, like I'd say, I was doing jiu-jitsu in gi all day, right? Então, jiu-jitsu give you reflex. It prepare you for any attack you try to do, to submission, or try grab your arm, or triangle, in technically way to say. Come some ideas, grappling, sweep me, take it down, or wrap him, or choke me, or hold me, or attack him from behind, or stab me, or you never know. It's as a box surprise. I pass for all these exactly situations, and man, love be jiu-jitsu with me. You have it as safe, and like I'd say, I always wait for the opportunity. I never be aggressive. I think that's the science. Never have it beat up, because I never open myself to punch. I never try kicking nobody else. I always prevent myself, get close, nothing happen to me.
Yeah, just to clarify, like, with these street fights that we're talking about is not like RELSON going out and like beating people up, right? Because the Gracie family is so famous in Brazil, everyone tried to challenge you guys.
100%.
And they had to like make sure, RELSON and his other brothers had to make sure that, they preserve their lineage and their martial art, their father's martial art. So that's why these fights happen. It's not like RELSON was going out beating up people in the streets.
No, more self-defense.
Always self-defense,
100% self-defense. Like you see the tape you saw in the internet about my fight, my brother's fight, the school karate challenged us.
Right.
After that, he come a match too with the luta livre people. The guy, the grappling challenge us. Então this challenge from history, my daddy do this for life too.
If you guys haven't seen the challenge match he's talking about, just look up on YouTube, Gracie Jiu-jitsu versus Karate Team. And it was like in
7 fights.
1975?
In this 1980.
Okay, but 7 fights you said.
Yeah, and I think it's 19.
It's crazy to watch.
In the 80s, 1979 was 9. I'm like 20 years old when this happened, 1920.
Right.
And then it's a real reality in Brazil. Like this guys come and challenge us because us tough fighters and come.
Now let me ask you this: for all the other schools out there, Do you think it's ever necessary for, like, nowadays to do challenge fights? How do you feel about challenge fights in the academy now, 2013?
No, this don't exist anymore because I think everybody recognizes the jiu-jitsu potential, you know. Most everybody doing jiu-jitsu. It's not the problem anymore. Before, people from karate don't know about jiu-jitsu.
They didn't believe.
They can beat jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Don't come search the best karate guys, line up over there. He challenge us for a match, open match, sport way, with the rules be vale tudo. Everything's around, almost 7 guys with a judge, you broke the fight, something happened, he make the time limit to run, and that's it. Put this fight to go, you know, and then
and what's interesting is now
reality.
Teaching, I'm sure you see people come to the academy knowing that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is the best for self-defense. They might have a black belt in something else and they're like, oh, I just want to try. They'll eventually almost always end up quitting whatever martial art that they're in.
Well,
unless they're like an MMA fighter and they're just trying to cross-train, but I found that they learn Jiu-Jitsu and that's all they want to do now.
You know, it's a different, right? It's a different. You're going grappling, train Jiu-Jitsu, one thing. You're going to learn strange practice self-defense is another thing.
Yeah.
It's two different class, you know. Grappling, one thing, it's a grappling. Jiu-Jitsu self-defense, you train the time, you train the base, you train the auto reflex. When you shoot, you know what to do. You respond, you know. Então you repeat the thing, the same thing, a bunch of times, you know. And then that's the way you got the reflex because you repeat the same thing a lot. And then that's the effect in the streets. I saw a lot of these positions in self-defense, que I was teaching class. Like last night, I watched the fight in TV. And the guys hold the positions, you know. You don't know a lot about get away from the legs, you know, no putting people down. People only shoot the legs, people don't shoot up the hips, you know, up the ribs. Então, it's different game. Então, nobody take down, it's hard to take down. And then I think these people make a lot of mistakes and you can learn everything this like in self-defense program. You understand?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You learn self-defense, you know defense about the clinch, you know no letting people grab your legs, you learn defense punch, you know the ways to throw, sweep right, wrap the arms right, you know what I mean? Getaways, these hugs, beer hugs, and people make a lot of mistakes, they pay for. You know?
So, that's what Helson's going to be teaching Friday, guys. All street self-defense, right?
Yes.
Stuff that you can use on the
enjoy.
streets.
It's very easy to deal. It's not nothing, you know. Anyone can do it.
Any beginners can come.
Exactly.
Cool.
The step is the base, is position. It's simple. It's not to have any, you know, excess of stress or punch or speed. You know, everything pretty much slow. A strain and repetition eventually are. It make you happy. The right technique, everybody can do it. Eventually, that's the class to me. The repetition, the positions I showed you, not everything, you know, in terms of the beginners, for everybody can practice, out to get hurt. You be safe. That's good for kids, women, man.
Yeah.
After 12 years old, I recommend the seminar because the kids can understand. 12, 13, 16, anyone who can come and participate. Old people too, over 60s. I have students 72 years old still teach, still learn.
That's awesome.
That's fun. Anyway, you guys, everybody welcome. I hope you guys enjoy and the opportunity to come train with me and have fun in the match for sure.
And the website for Helson, HelsonGracie.com, TeamMarylandBJJ.com. Helson, thank you, man. Always great to have you in town. Listen to the stories and learn the self-defense. It's incredible, guys. We learn so much when he comes. We want to share the opportunity with you too. So Friday, November 1st, 7 o'clock, Helson Gracie Street Survival Seminar.
It's a pleasure. I'll be there. You guys come and check it up, okay? Aloha.
See ya.
Thank you, Mike.
Bye.
Aloha.